Hello everyone! Today I'm excited to show you how to create an interactive choose your own adventure story using ChatGPT. Whether you're a storyteller looking to engage your audience or just someone who loves crafting immersive narratives, this guide will help you bring your story to life with dynamic choices and branching paths. And if you're looking for additional prompts or resources, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. Alright, let's get started. To kick things off, we're going to use a simple yet powerful prompt to get ChatGPT started on creating a dynamic choice-driven narrative. This is where the magic begins, where your choices start shaping the adventure. Now here's the prompt that I put together. Simple as that. ChatGPT lets do an interactive storytelling, and here it is. Now, before we're going to send this off, ever wanted to customize your own narrative elements? You can also ask it to proceed with the step-by-step initiation process before the decision points of the interactive story narrative. This is where ChatGPT can really help us out too. But if you're wondering what decision points are, I can explain that later on in the video. Now, let's focus on this. By guiding us through a step-by-step initiation, we can decide the theme, character, setting, any element that is vital to the story, that is. This could ensure that each decision the reader makes is meaningful and engaging through our own creativity. Now, let's ask ChatGPT to provide this foundational guidance. So, here is the prompt that could initiate the interactive storytelling. Now let's paste the other prompt that could initiate the following questions that could ask with your own creative story elements that could put together that is based on your own decisions. So let's put it right now. Here it is. So I said, mind if we proceed with the step-by-step initiation through each a question, like asking which theme, setting, character details, etc. Yeah, just to be more detailed, that is, right before the decision points. And yeah, here it is. Now, with these put together, let's send this off by clicking send, or you can press enter. Here we go. All right, here's the prompt that I just sent over. So with this, ChatGPT just laid it all out with the step-by-step initiation. Now, let's walk through every step, starting with this, going down to the last one, and also the following options I selected to help shape our story. So let's start with the theme. So here are the following choices. However, by that, I selected mystery thriller. So here's how I answered. And as you can see, I did the feature where I selected the text from the results that ChatGPT had generated. Then I clicked reply. You can just send a message like this one. I choose this one. I follow the same tactic that is through the remaining steps, that is. So I keep scrolling down, memory updated. ChatGPT had detected that I selected the theme, mystery thriller, and this goes on for the rest of the steps. My apologies for that. Now, step 2, I selected coastal town right here. Same method right here. Protagonist, I selected something more complex like this one, the disgraced police officer. Then, establishing the premise to make it a bit more different, I selected town conspiracy. And lastly, developing the opening scene right here. And by the end, I chose strange encounter. So once it's all said and done with the solid foundation of the storyline, and here it is. This is how ChatGPT had written overall with the beginning. Here it is. Here's the name that ChatGPT had came up with. We'll walk through that for the next segment. And then as we scroll down, and then we get to the decision points. However, we'll walk through that as well in the next segment. So, if you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you could take just 2 seconds to smash that like button, it would help us get traction in the YouTube algorithm. Thanks, guys! Now that we've laid the groundwork with our story and established the protagonists, it's time to make the experience interactive. This is where the audience, us, the users as well, gets to shape the narrative. So these decision points are crucial because they turn a simple story into a fully immersive interactive experience. So let's immerse into the story right now. So what we got is a mystery thriller and that revolves around a town conspiracy. So let's read. The coastal town of Ashford has always been a quiet place where the sound of waves crashing against the rocky shore was the most excitement anyone could expect. But for Officer Jack Thompson, it was the silence that unnerved him the most. Once a respected member of the town's small police force, Jack's reputation has been shattered by a scandal that left him disgraced and ostracized. Now he was barely holding on to his job, with nothing but the hope of redemption keeping him going. My apologies for that. One evening, while on routine patrol through the deserted streets, right here, Jack spotted an old man he knew well, Mr. Wilkins, the town's reclusive historian. Mr. Wilkins was a fixture in Ashford, always seen with a book in hand, or wandering the town's outskirts, lost in thought. But tonight, something was different. The old man was pacing back and forth outside his small, cluttered home, glancing nervously around as if expecting someone or something. Curious and sensing something was off, Jack parked his car and approached. "Evening, Mr. Wilkins," he called out, trying to sound casual. "Everything all right?" Then Mr. Wilkins nearly jumped out of his skin at the sound of Jack's voice. He turned to face the officer, his eyes wide with fear. "Jack, you shouldn't be here," whispered urgently. Then, "They're watching, they're always watching." Then Jack frowned. Interest peaked. See, now it gets interesting. Like, who's watching? What are you talking about? Then the old man shook his head, voice trembling. "You need to leave, Jack. Forget what you saw me. Forget everything. It's too dangerous." See? It adds the mystery, like, why? Why did he say that? Before it could press further, Mr. Wilkins hurried inside, slammed the door behind him, leaving the officer alone in the streets. So, the sound of waves echoing in the distance. So, here is the decision point right here. Maybe either investigate Mr. Wilkins' house, look into the town records, or follow Mr. Wilkins' advice. So, which path should Jack take? Since it's the start of a mystery, since Mr. Wilkins is acting kind of suspicious, we could go with the first one. I choose, my apologies, I put it on caps lock. I choose this point right here, and hit enter. Now, once I sent this over, here comes another narrative part of the interactive story. Once I decide on the point, here it is. And yeah, so each decision point should offer compelling options that challenge the protagonist and pushing the narrative in exciting new directions. Now, yep, as you can see, new narrative and then new decision point right here. So remember, the choices the audience makes here will determine the twists and turns of the entire story. And there you have it, your guide to creating an immersive, interactive, choose your own adventure story with ChatGPT.